Hello, Mazurka second violins for Professor Wigstein's Amazing Melody Machine. This is a practice video from measures 1 up to 21. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we are secured rhythmically. So first thing I'm going to do with you is pluck and count. But what I want you to do is make sure you can clap and count this. So go through, write in your counting, figure out your rhythms, and make sure you're comfortable with that. Once you're comfortable with that, come back and make sure it lines up with my plucking and counting. Now, the tempo that we're asking you to do for this is eventually quarter equals 84, but we're going to do it slower because we're plucking and counting. So let's do it at 72. All right. You've worked out your counting as best as possible. Now you're just checking your clapping with my plucking and counting. You're clapping and counting with my plucking and counting. So here we are, beginning. Of course, there's a rest, so I'm going to count it in, and then we're going to do the rest, and we move on. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 la li 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 la li 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we move on. We're at 6. 1, 2. So it's 4 measures rest. We're not going to count them right now. We're going to move on at 10. So here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... All right. So you've checked your clapping and counting. Now let's go over some of the tricky left hand stuff. There's a little quirky hand position things happening here. Let's start on our pinky. I imagine that's where Ms. V wants you to start. Okay, so the opening's pretty straight ahead at 2, but let's just do it and make sure we have it. So 3 and 4 and... No, we stay open, stay pinky there, sorry. 3 and 4 and... And then you go to open A at the end of the measure on the 4th beat, right? That's okay to do because... And then this is a pinky. And then lift. Pretty straight ahead. All right, at 10, left hand stuff we are doing straight ahead, either F sharp or G. Just to clarify, that F sharp could be with the G, but it's not. It's, if you look closely, it's on that line with the F sharp. The only other big thing is the chromatic stuff going on at 18. Let's do that. Here we go. It continues, and then C sharp to F natural, and then pinky, then open, C sharp, and low 1. All right, really spend some time going through that measure. Let's do 19 again. It's tricky stuff. In fact, 18 into 19, slow tempo. 3 and 4 and... Right, so we use our pinky on the first A, and we use open A for the second A. Okay, just work that. Do it slowly, get that in tune. All right, so that covers a lot of it. Look, there's just make sure you got your rest down. The articulation, let's do some quick bow stuff, right? At 10, it's the F sharp or the G. It's all down, up. I imagine that's what Ms. V is going to want you to do. And the same thing at 12, 1 and 2. Start from the string, but let it bounce. And then at 13, there's no dots on those, right? So it's a little bit of a longer stroke. And then the dots kick back in 15. Okay, make sure that C sharp carries through the measure. And then at 18, the articulation, there's nothing there, so we're going to basically connect with maybe a little space. Okay, I could have done more crescendo there. Let me do that. Let's do that together. 18, 3, 4. High 2, low 1. Not easy to get that in tune at the end of measure 19 into 20. Okay? So look, there is a performance video out, so go to that for that, but also make sure you're using other performance videos so you can play this part with theirs. All right, happy practicing. See you Saturday.